Welcome to Pobreng podcast. So for today's episode, I am lucky enough kaya nagpa-interview siya. So we are here today. We have Sir Cris Montes, or also known as Sir Cris. So let's start with the humble beginnings, Sir Cris. So you are the youngest of six. So what was life like being the youngest among the six siblings?
What was life? In terms siguro of how we were as a family, it's like my parents are from the 1940s era. So they were raised by Spanish culture. So at home, we were very reserved. Christianity is prevalent sa house. And then strict on parents, like we follow a certain time schedule, like kanina time school, kanina time study. We can barely go out yun. Especially my father was very strict. I remember I only get to party when I already started working. I started working. Because school, balay ra gyud me. That was the setup. Typical Christian family. We're six. Most of the time at home. Life was it. I wouldn't say we had an extravagant life. We were just okay. My father was a doctor. My mom was an accountant, but she eventually stopped working and became a housewife and focused on raising us. So that was my kind of childhood.
So common siya in a Filipino family na we need to follow certain culture, and ito yung ganun ko yung mga words na wala ko ato. Murag, I cannot, the level of the words. Anyways, so did you always know what you wanted to become?
Professionally, what I wanted to become? No. Because when I was a kid, of course, our role models will always be our parents. Like, I think that's given. Like, if your father is like this, or your mom is like, I want to be like that also. So when I was a kid, I really wanted to be a Dr. Jude. Because I want to follow the footsteps of my father. Every time ang good, my father has a clinic, but it's not in our house. So it's located somewhere else. So every time may patient na akong father mo good was most of the time on call. Di siya magtambay sa iyahang clinic. So on call siya because I think it's just few minutes away raman sa mong house. So every time naadjud ko, muuban jud ko niya. If there's no classes or after classes, muuban jud ko niya sa clinic. Mura ko niyang body. So I became so interested of the profession. Like, familiar ko on medical terms, na exposed ko ana. Then I don't know what happened. Sometime around I was in third year high school. May 100 ang age, no. Okay, I was not part of the junior high school era man. Third year high school, I don't know what changed, but I wanted to be a lawyer. Then so I took up accounting in college, but that was I didn't really want to be an accountant, but I just wanted to be a lawyer. And it, accountancy man that was a good pre-law course. And I think it also runs in the family because my grandfather, which happens to be the former dean of USJR, was a CPA. My mom was an accountant. My other two sisters are accountant. So accounting na lang ko. So I took up accounting. Now, I don't know what happened. After graduation, I got so bored. I got so bored with studying because again, Christian family studied. We were so particular with grades and all that. And then when I graduated, I got so and after graduation, Manggod, that was the time of the BPO craze. Like I graduated, my bones were in that 2009. 2009, I think BPO started. The BPO started 2004, 2005. So around my time when I graduated, dito siya super boom nagikayo ang BPO. Like it created na kanang financially fortahan good siya because we cater to US market and all that. So I tried the BPO industry. After that, nagstay ko sa BPO niya, I enjoy the culture good, really, because in college mga, di ba, we were accustomed to you follow your profession, you be professional, but in the BPO industry mga, it's so diverse.
Okay.
The backgrounds of the people that you're gonna work with are very diverse. Like you have people who are teachers, nurses, engineers, people who are not even college graduates. And what I appreciate about there's no discrimination. It's very inclusive, even if regardless of your gender, even if you're trans or whatnot. So
They are very welcome.
correct. I enjoyed the culture. And then well, I stayed in the industry. I appreciate it. I gained a lot of friends. Law school now was lawyering now was not in the picture anymore.
Okay.
Murag, siguro maybe because my father passed away 2012. I was supposed to stop working man because my father was supposed to finance my studies in law school because I want to be a full-time student. But my father passed away, so the law school wasn't for me. And then I was able to establish a career in the industry. Right now, I'm already 17 years in the industry. So, mao to siya. And then, what happened around pandemic, di ba pandemic, we were very limited in terms of our actions. Di ba, di ta kagawas, di ta kakaon, bisag asa. Even if you have all the money, you can barely move. And school was always online. So I had a lawyer, barkada, shout out, Ruby, my barkada in college, who was already a lawyer. Nag-bond me during the pandemic time, and na-open up ang conversation about me. Di ba ganahan ka mag-law school when you were in college? So, yeah, pero wala naman siya sa picture. So, try lang ko. Ano man kung pandemic, everything is online. Anyway, if dili para imo, you can always stop. Yeah, one sem ang God, I had a free 1 semester. So, I take advantage na ang one free. Anyway, ito kay bayaran. If it's not gonna work for you, at least we tried. So, you know,
so, you mentioned earlier, Sir Cris, that you are working in the BPO for 17 years. So now let's talk about being a corporate warrior. So 17 years in BPO industry is no small win because again, you have experienced a lot, naka-face the pandemic and so on. So what kept going or what kept you going?
First is again the culture. I enjoy it. And for me, you've been in the industry for so long. You cannot think of any other industry na am I gonna start from scratch again? Yeah, naka-establish naman ko career. I already have a good possession. I really gain a family. Yeah. In the BPO industry, it's really financially rewarding, right? So it was able to sustain my needs. I was able to get the wants and the needs and all that. So I think that what kept me staying. Also the learnings ba, what they think man good. I think it's I don't know if it's still a misconception now, but in my time when I started, it was a misconception that working in the BPO industry, what you just need to do is you just need to speak English.
Okay.
But that's entirely not true because in terms of it requires a lot of skills, analytical skills, people skills, your patience, your flexibility, because we work on shifting schedules. But yeah, today, this week, morning ka, next week, evening ka. The following week, pwede nga, hapon ka. You work on holidays and weekends. I even tried working during Christmas and New Year. Ana siya ba? So, there, it requires a lot of skills, a lot of patience, a lot of stamina. So,
but well, anyways, BPO is well compensated, right?
Yes, I would say it's one of the well compensating industries.
So, what did the BPO industry teach you, Sir Cris?
A lot of things, but one thing I would just focus on, the main thing it had taught me was patience. Right? Patience, not because of customers, you're handling difficult customers, but it taught you to, because in the BPO industry, it's a very competitive environment, diba? And we grew up in a kind of very competitive environment, kind of school, diba, kind of compete, the grades, not necessarily competing against each other, but kind of competing against ourselves. Yeah, competitive environment, magud siya because we have metrics, magud to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you don't get to hit the metrics. Sometimes people, you think you're better than them, but they get promoted first. But you understand it along the way. timing is everything. That's why you
Yes.
learn to be patient.
So there always be a correct spotlight for you or to
Yes, correct. And focus lang jud ka on your skills. Diba? Do not focus on others, your skills.
So let's talk about your inventing yourself, Sir Chris. So you also mentioned that you are working in insurance.
Yes, I have been also, aside from the legal industry for 17 years, I started working in the insurance also way back in 2018.
Okay. And then you also
So
have
8 years now.
and for the information of everyone, Sir Chris also is an entrepreneurship or entrepreneur rather,
Yes.
and of course part of the academy as well.
Correct.
So
many things.
so many things good. So they didn't stop.
Matinding pangangailangan. No.
But dato mo kay ka, Sir Chris.
Yes. Mao gani daghang gisudlan kay Bill, but anyway.
Okay,
Yes.
anyway, so you didn't stop with BPO. So you entered insurance,
Mhm.
became an entrepreneur, and of course, became a teacher as well. So what kept reinventing yourself?
I became so open manggod to possibilities. Like, if there's an opportunity that presented to me, I always take on it. Okay, sometimes ang good kanang our reservation will always be, do I have the time? Or di mo na para ako. But I always manggod kanang a believer of you wouldn't know unless you try.
Okay,
Diba?
I love that.
So, the insurance industry came into the picture because when my father passed away, he didn't have any insurance.
Okay.
The advantage lang was during when he passed away, we were all working already.
Okay.
So, we didn't really experience financial difficulty during him passing away because again, we were already have stable jobs, me and my siblings. But I realized the importance of having insurance. So I took an insurance policy for myself. And then my friend, who was my agent, invited me, why not become an agent? So I decided to, I became an agent. And then the rest is history. 8 years, became a top performing financial agent, financial advisor. I even tried traveling to different places because of, I'm still now an active agent. It's just that I'm not as active as I was before because again, I have so many things going on. I have law school, again, I'm an entrepreneur. The entrepreneur thing came into the picture because of what I like. Like me and my friends like eating, cooking. So we venture into venture into a small restaurant business, which is still active now. And then I also have I have rental businesses because I got fond of investing in properties. Kaya sayang ba, if you buy pre-selling niya. Siyempre, I have my own residence. Gusto na ako na mapuyan tanan. So might as well, ako siyang parentan. And it's self-liquidating na siya ba? Kanang the income of the rent is also paying for itself.
Yes.
Right? The academe, however, came into the picture was an accident.
Okay.
And I always this is a very good example of everything happens for a reason, right? Because I stopped working in the industry, in the BPO industry, because I want to focus on law school and my businesses. I just saw an ad in Facebook that UV was looking for professors in CBA. I just submitted a resume. 2 days after that, I received a call, and then the rest is history. A few days I was already asked to join the team and all that. So, and then I said, yeah, why not? This is something I have not done. Something I can share to the new people, the industry experience I have, right? As a manager in the industry and also an entrepreneur, why not teach business? So there, I came to love the job. It now has become a passion. I never thought, at first, I never wanted to know, I will never become a teacher. Why? Because I don't think I have the patience to deal with different personalities at the same time, right? But it became a passion. It opened. That's why it's also an eye-opener. For me, magod, saying teaching is the most noble profession. When I hear it before, I always cringe because I find it too cliche. It's just cliche, right? But when I embarked on the job, that's when I realized it's really a noble profession because we have to understand it's not a well-compensating job, right? You are a teacher,
Agree.
right? But the commitment, the work ethic, the drive, and the investment you put into yourself and the students,
Yes.
right, is priceless, right? So for me, that's when I realized this is really the most of it, and I enjoyed it. So it became a passion for me. So
Okay.
I hope I'm still given the opportunity to teach, right? Yeah, but still in the future, I'm still considering
Okay, so
being part of that.
which role as a Chris taught or teach you the most or teaches you the most? For example, being an entrepreneur or in the insurance or being a teacher.
Different industries have taught me many things good. I cannot just limit it at the BPO industry. Though the BPO industry is the longest industry, even though in the academe I've only worked for a year lang, but I've also already learned a lot.
Okay.
I would just say, the most fruitful lang siguro was in the BPO industry, not because it was the longest, but there good I learned grit.
Okay.
I learned to be flexible. I learned to deal with different people, right? And if it weren't for in that industry, I wouldn't be where I am now. So it would have to be the BPO industry.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, so Chris, you have also your business with soap.
Yes, yes, I have a small soap business. It's my own brand. But I stopped at it now. I am still doing it, but not so much like I invest so much time like that, no. Nakatawad ko sa soap business, no. But yeah, I have a soap business. It's just one variant lang.
Okay.
Kaya wala man gud kay ko, again, wala kay ko nakafocus na ano because so many things going on. Siguro it's also advice to people na if you cannot do so many things at the same time.
Okay.
You can just focus on a few things, but that doesn't stop you from doing other things.
Yes.
It's just that the focus lang nimo, dili jud ka focus sa tanan. So it is still present, but it's just not a focus right now.
Okay. But, one thing for sure, one of our co-workers is still using it, right?
No, yeah, I have still a few friends who keeps buying it. Yeah, but
so we're gonna flash that one.
thank you, Montes.
So for let's move forward to the darkest chapter of your life. So is it okay to talk about it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
No
so,
problem.
loss and heartbreak. So every inspiring story has a chapter people don't see. So what was yours?
Loss and heartbreak. Let me start with heartbreak.
Okay.
Right now I've been single for like 4 years now. 4 years now.
Oh, you!
I didn't realize, no? Because you have so many things you keep that's going on in your life, but dili na nimo siya ma-mind. My last relationship it ended. It lasted for 4 years. It didn't end so well.
Okay.
Because pang Netflix na siya nga story. Ay, you know it, man. Offline, he knows it. Because we broke up because he was in a relationship with a friend, which I knew only after almost 2 years.
So while
we are still together, they are still already in a relationship with a friend who I have contact with. Pajod. So everything was okay. It was like, I wouldn't say everything was wonderful, no. It wasn't always wonderful, but it was steady. For me, I believed it was steady. Mutato on the kato lang siya nga, when I found out, I consider it was the biggest heartbreak because there are so many things I had to compromise because of the relationship. First was career.
Yes.
Because I was supposed to move to Australia at that time. My visa was ready and all that. I had to postpone the plan because I'm gonna wait for him pa at that moment. Him, yun na. So happy Pride Month, everyone. So there, I had to postpone it, and then the age gap was I was 9 years old. So there's so many compromises. I had to be more understanding. Diba? So it was a biggest heartbreak because again I have compromised a lot of things. I have adjusted so many things. I had to put on hold many things because of the relationship, because I was waiting for him. I was trying to cultivate and build the person, which is sad that I was building a better person for
For,
someone else.
yes. So, kumbaga, I am building
Correct.
a man for another man.
Correct. Yes.
Sakit kaayo.
Yeah, it was because I felt, Mango, that was the biggest betrayal
Yeah.
in my life because um it was, I think, I don't know, he's not here to defend himself, but I'm just looking at it from my standpoint. Kanang invested mo ka, you planned with him, and he made you believe that he was onboarded with your plans together. So, parang dako ang nakawat sa ako. No, akong time, akong aspirations, akong plans, and then you're building it with someone else. So dito siya marag, it was my biggest heartbreak. Until now, like, I don't believe in love anymore, which is a sad thing. I know people say, it's so sad. You should not stop loving it. And because a part of me would say, why pa man?
Yes.
It's not gonna last.
Yes.
Especially for our
Sa ato akuan karon.
right, it's not gonna last. And might as well, again, na-put on hold naman ako many plans. So, kada mag-focus sa myself.
Yes.
I'm open to dating, and it's okay, right? Pero relationship, no, I don't think right now, I'm not, di lang kumsulti o tapos, but relationship is not for me as of the moment.
So,
Because
focus
I don't
on
believe in
yourself.
love anymore. Not this kind of love,
Talk about the loss.
The loss, my biggest loss was my father.
Hila ka tani. Oh my
Way
God.
back 2012, it was the biggest loss because it was kind of sudden.
Sorry, patana or di na lang?
It's okay. It was kind of sudden because it was unexpected. He suffered a heart attack.
Okay.
And I was very close with him. I was a favorite child.
Like the youngest.
Despite
Life doesn't always take us where we plan to go. Sometimes the dreams changes, not because we failed, but because life reveals a different purpose. Today, we sat down with a man whose journey spans 17 years in the BPO industry, 8 years in insurance, a year in teaching, entrepreneur, and now law school. He dreamed of becoming a doctor, endured heartbreak, lost his father, and yet continues to move forward with courage. Today's story reminds us that success is not about following the original plan. It's about having the courage to continue when the plan changes. From a dream of medicine to a future in law, from grief to growth, from heartbreak to healing, this is proof that sometimes the destination is better than the dream we first imagined. This is Pobreng Podcast, where ordinary people share extraordinary journeys. Until next time, remember, your story isn't over just because the chapter got difficult. See you in the next episode.